Hi there, I'm Mrs. Irvin, and I'm here to talk to you about an activity that you can do outside that involves listening. So what we're interested in today is noticing and wondering about the sounds around us. And oop, I hear a bird making the sound. It's a phoebe. It says Phoebe, Phoebe. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's right in front of me making that sound. So that's helps to introduce what we're doing. So I'm not only interested in what you're hearing, but I'm interested in where it is in relation to where you are. So in order to get started, you're going to first check with your parents to make sure that we can, that it's okay to go outside. And then I want you to get your materials, pencil, paper, clipboard, notebook, whatever you use to record. And I want you to put the date on the paper, whatever the date is, and you can put your name. Oh, it's delightful hearing that bird. And then you're going to go sit somewhere for about 10 minutes or so. Find a comfortable spot in your front yard or your backyard. Your front step is fine too. And I want you to just sit and listen. And I want you to only to notice not just what you hear, but where you hear it. So I took my paper and I put myself in the center. I just wrote me. And then I put a couple other landmarks, the road, a tree that's near me. So you have a couple other things on there so you kind of know how to hold the map and where things are. And I'm going to record that. I just happen to know it's a phoebe. It's a kind of a bird that makes a sound that sounds like Phoebe. So I'm going to record that Phoebe right there. Oh, I hear something in my neighbor's yard. It sounds like someone's opening a door. So I'm just going to record that. You may not be able to hear it, but my dog Wesley next door just gave a little bark. So I'm going to record that. I'm just going to write bark. It was just one bark. Sometimes he does that. Oh, I hear another one. All right, so I'm going to write that again. Just a real soft sound you might not be able to hear. So I want you to do this. Just sit and listen and see what you can discover. And I learned 3 new words this week, so I'm going to share them with you. You don't have to know them or remember them, but they're kind of cool to think about because they help to group or categorize the sounds that you're hearing. And the first word is biophony. Biophony comes with bio is with life, but it's basically, it means any sounds that a living thing makes. So a dog barking, an insect buzzing, a bird calling or chirping, that would fit into the types of sounds that are called biophony. Another group is geophony, and those are natural things but non-living things, the sounds that come from like a wave crashing on the beach, or if you walk by a brook, you might hear that as the water travels over the rocks. The wind, I can hear a lot of wind. You might be able to hear it. It's kind of a windy day right now. That would be geophony. And then there's another word that's called anthrophony. And that word describes human sounds or sounds made by things that humans have made. So the lawnmower or a leaf blower. Or I hear an engine right now of a truck driving by. I'm going to record that on my chart up by where I have the road. So there's a truck. It's pretty kind of soft, but that would fit into that category. So 3 different categories. I want you to think about all of them because you may hear something from every category. You might hear some kids playing next door. That would be in the human category. So I'd like you to really take your time and do a nice job making a map, put the date on it. I'm excited to hear what you heard when you were outside. It's really an interesting way to view the world, is to really, you still can notice things with your eyes, but to really focus on your sounds. So I'm excited to hear about how it goes. You can let me know if you make any discoveries. It would be interesting. Sometimes this time of year I hear more in the morning, so you might want to aim to head out in the morning, so that there might be a little more activity with birds that are looking for mates and they're calling to each other. But you pick the place, you pick the time, have fun, and create a soundscape map is what we're calling this. So it's like, you might think of a landscape when you can look out at something, but a soundscape map really describes the sounds. Have fun.